I want to share a deeply personal story about my favorite grandfather, whom I affectionately knew as Granddad, and the incredible journey of my family's history. My passion for history, family, and my country drives me to tell you about D.K. Gorman, a man whose life story bridges generations and brings a piece of the world's history to life. Granddad was the kind of grandfather who would come to visit and take us to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, riding the rapids and getting completely soaked just to see us kids laugh. He always suggested we wanted ice cream when he had a little hankering for it himself. He wrote me cards and letters, and I wrote back, knowing it meant something special when he took the time to send me a letter. He would whittle different things out of wood and paint them for us. He would bring his violin and play sweet music, which sparked my love for stringed instruments. He truly was the kindest, most loving man. But all of those years ago, I never really knew or understood how hard the road was for him so that we could stand on the beaches of Florida as a family, laughing freely and flying kites. You see, D.K. was born on November 19th, 1918 in Fort Worth, Texas, a man destined for a remarkable journey. As a young boy, he played just like other boys, but he also had a love for the violin. Unfortunately, the harsh realities of the Great Depression cut his childhood short. At just 13 years old, he left school to support his struggling family, taking a job with Western Union. Each day, he delivered telegrams on his bicycle, earning just $1 a day with 10 cents set aside for a modest lunch. Eventually, thanks to the help of his brother-in-law J.E., D.K. found work with the Texas and Pacific Railroad as a redcap, making only $900 a year. That's equivalent to just $17 a week or $2.47 a day. Despite these challenges, D.K.'s spirit and determination never faltered. In 1941, love was in the air. D.K. married my grandmother, Sarah Catherine. What a fine-looking couple they were. Just 5 years later, in the fall of 1946, he found himself on a troop ship bound for Japan. He had no idea if he would ever return to the United States or see my grandmother again. Originally sent to invade, D.K. and his fellow soldiers arrived to occupy Japan instead. Enlisted in the United States Army, he spent 2 years as a military policeman living with a Japanese family, experiencing foreign customs and food. The winters were grueling and cold without proper clothes or bedding, but he grew to love the Japanese culture and brought several things back with him, including the habit of eating sticky rice every morning for breakfast. He spent 2 years in Tokyo before finally returning home to Texas. D.K.'s time in the Army was not wasted. He saved every penny he could, driven by the dream of owning his own watch and jewelry repair store. Through sheer perseverance, Gorman's Jewelers was born.